What you doing? What you doing? God bless you. What's happening? We got meowing and sneezing. Gonna be busy. Is that I'm in a mood. You're in a mood too, huh, Stanley? Is that oh yeah, oh that's a true story. I'm in a mood too. Give me that stink about juice and then I will be in a good mood, please. He's so talky. He's so talky. You talky. I love you. You going? You make my life full. Quiet meow. Quiet meow. Sweet meow. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I am a Heyoka empath, and I just like having these little talks on how I feel about things. You know why I found it so important to talk about why you feel about, get this stuff out of your head. That's why I found so long ago. It's keeping stuff in my head that has caused more detriment in my life than just freaking and pretty much I mostly for the most part talk to myself anyway. So every now and again someone's there to listen to my woes. Oh whoa. Oh whoa. Today was today was a pretty okay day. I'm so tired of people non-gender specific that don't feel good about the way that or the choices that they make in their life, so they freaking gotta freaking be a dickhead to people that are just trying to be cool to you. Yeah. I'm so okay with just me and the dogs and mom. I don't need to have friends. Like, I got people on the other end of the phone that when I feel squirrely, I can, like, hello, I hope they answer. Hey, this is what's going on right now. Okay, thanks for letting me share. I feel better. I'm not going to let it freaking wreck my day. It's not going to hang me up. You know, it's a lot healthier to do that, too. And secrets and stuffing and holding on to freaking words that you shouldn't say just because it's not nice. Fuck that shit. Dude, if somebody's being a D-bag to me, I feel like that's the first punch. So I'm just gonna freaking defend myself, and they don't like it. And you know, there's just people that are all over the place that are uncomfortable with their skin. If you're uncomfortable, just keep your mouth closed. You know, I had this dude who's gonna hang out with freaking mom while I go on an appointment next week, and as on the way into town, there's people that just don't have, like, I have a filter, and I don't even say things that are terrible. I say things that are true. And oh boy, on the way into town, I was like, he helped me get my minivan back from the shop today. And what happened is he had all these ideas of what he wanted to do after he got the van without fully communicating them with me. He did leave me a 2.5 minute voicemail yesterday, and I did ask him, I said, I heard that I cut off where you wanted to go to Smith's. Because he called and I clicked over. And Because he was just talking a bunch of he wasn't telling me anything in the voicemail. I kept listening for pertinent information. The guy's a Pisces. It's just fucking bleh. So I clicked over, and then he wanted to take his daughter. When I was on the phone there, he's like, okay, I'll bring you lunch. And I was like, okay, there's another stop. There's another, and then I'm thinking she has one parking place and there's no place for me. The guy I said, so, okay, you're going to bring turquoise lunch. I said, what are we going to do about parking? And then he got like, I won't be controlled, Marge. So he goes and puts his food away. I'll put my food. I said, get your food, dude. What are you doing? Like he was throwing a like it was going to hurt me that he wasn't going to get something to eat later. All right. And then, so I said, all right. I said, we go out to the car. I said, take the van. Take your daughter her lunch. Take your daughter her lunch. She needs to eat lunch, you know. And then you know where I live, bring the van out there. So I left him, I went to the water house, and then I went the back way home. Because I thought hang out with your daughter, do whatever you got to do. I'm not going to pressure you, right? Because you pressure a little Pisces fish and they just, like a fucking, like ink, like an octopus shitting ink. So, okay, dude, all right. And then so he proceeds, okay, come out here. He beat me out here. I don't know how he did that. He beat me out here. And frickin', I pulled up. He walked out. I took him home. I started to take him home. And he started to tell me about laying in on me again. You're not a person of Christ. And I said, dude, what do you want me to do for you to helping me? I don't do this for you, Marge. He says my name like that. This is the guy that I have bought several 50-pound bags of dog food for his 24 dogs. This is a man that I've, gotten his I haven't treated him poorly. I haven't been awful to the man. Just leave him alone, Mom. He'll get comfortable. I know. So, I thought we were, friends. I thought we were more than acquaintances. Maybe working on... No. It's funny because every time I get in the car with him, he's telling me a story about how he has a beef with somebody else. Oh, I had a beef with this person. They showed me they're not a... It's like, you know what? When I start seeing evil everywhere, I need to start checking about my shadow side and how predominant it's running my personality, my id. That's why when I start seeing all these problems and all these people, I gotta look at me. So, anyway, on with the story. He tells me about how, he's a man of, he's just, he doesn't want anything for his service work. He lives for service. That he doesn't want anything for his service. And I said, okay, all right. Because we're like, I just got him in the car and he's like, I don't need anything for this and you're welcome. I'm like, dude, we haven't even parted company. I got something I want to say when we part company. And then now, but he don't like to be controlled, but he's pushing me into a thank you. And then it's just like, I don't understand people. I don't understand people. I do understand people. I just, the audacity, really, the audacity. So, he had water jugs. I know he's freaking flustered because he left his biggest fucking water jug in my Suburban. Betty wishes he wouldn't have done that. It's gonna have to do more trips with his little juice canisters that he had. And then I take him out to his house, because he tried to start telling me about. I said, stop. And then we just rode all the way out there in silence. And then so he's thinking about what he's going to say. I'm thinking about the peace that I feel inside now that, I'm getting to a certain point in my life because I'm not reacting when people fucking provoked me. I'm not like, I said, I called him a couple choice words because when I dropped him off, he said, in order to sit with your mom, I'm going to need $200 up front. And I said, I might just leave Mom by herself. There's a DVD that's 5.5 hours. She'll be fine. Mom's fine. I just worry about the power. It's me that worries. Mom's fine. She just won't eat the whole time while I'm gone. She'll get up and she'll go pee. She'll drink. I'll just put a couple extra cups of water because when she drinks her water, it sits empty. She won't refill it because she doesn't have the concept of time. And people think that when they deprive me of a service that they're gonna do for me or something like that they're making it. Yeah, it makes it hard on me. But they all talk about how much they care about my mom. It don't do nothing for her. You know what I mean? I just wish people would stop acting so much. Stop acting like you care, because chances are you probably don't. I think I might actually even go down to Health and Human Services maybe tomorrow and be like, hey, my mom's on the, she's got the insurance. Is there any way that, you could have someone... Stop it! Stop. Go. Go lay down. Good boy, Artie. You didn't do nothing. So, I mean, and I probably won't even be gone the whole 5 hours. I do got another buddy that said he would. I don't know, because he's like, yeah, I'll just sit there and watch movies with her. That's cool. But even if it turns out, I know that it's going to be okay. Even if I go off, do what I got to do, and the power does come out. Mom's its freaking trooper. It just sucks that nobody cares enough about her to, nearly as much as me to help keep her comfortable. And they think, but they're doing it at me. That's the thing. But what they don't understand is I know who I am. I know my chart. I know my path. It has been said. The way people treat you, Marge, it's more about their karma than yours. Yeah, I got my own karma, but it's freaking amazing. Like, somebody that, I cared about as a human being, I never talk to people the way that they've talked to me. Like, what people think is acceptable, and and that's why I say, whatever you say, you're telling me about me, you're telling me about you, so thank you. All of these things, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I did a new bit today. Hold on. All these freaking... Stop your mouth. Oh, it's the full moon in Aries. I'm like, why are they all so squirrely? Artie has an upset stomach. They love those chew toys, though. There's chew dental things that I got them. Oh, you wanted water. So I'm letting you know, Marge. Good boy, Benny. That's what Benny does if we're somebody's standing in front of the water. need to use some frequencies. Charge up the frequency laptop. Boy, man, the control freaks. That's one thing I know is that it'll cuz I got my knowings and my beliefs and all my, all of my certainties and all that stuff in the world. I still yield to not focusing on that. Yeah, I use a little bit of this, I use a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Ultimately, I let God choose the course of my life. Like, he gives me the things to do in front of him, and okay, I use all those. Okay, I'll do this. I'll do this. I'm really trying to get to the point where I don't want to cause any harm to anybody. I really don't. With the things that I say. I don't want to be like, because there's so many abusive people on the planet. I don't want to be another one of those. I don't. I won't. I'll freaking succumb. My body will succumb first. I'll fight myself. Don't say that, Marge. Don't be a jerk, Marge. Don't be ornery, Marge, I've been doing pretty good, though. I do. I just keep praying, Lord help me. Lord help me. Lord help. I don't have to go anywhere. Like, in the next few, I could stay home. I gotta go see Augustine tomorrow in the morning. I told him I'd come in, and I want to take the minivan out because I only did a little quick drive around. They drove it up to the Horseshoe, is what they call it, south of Taos. I did this new little bit. Mom and I ham it up, and I have a lot of characters and. I do voice. It's like you got to keep yourself entertaining because, for me, nothing externally was never as funny. Really, I mean, some stuff, Then you find out who and what people are and like the programming and all that stuff. So I was talking about control freaks and how I can choose. I can pick out the control freak. And God bless you, late girls. There's my dad wasn't a participant in my life. And he wasn't active at all. And he was hurtful and he said a lot of mean things to me. And a lot of his criticisms help. I mean, they help, like when I get yelled at for having a speech impediment. I worked harder in speech class so I'd get rid of the speech impediment so my dad wouldn't yell at me or say I was stupid. And I know that and these are just like some of the, and there's been a lot of dads that are really active participants in their daughter's life. Doesn't mean that they're freaking positive, I mean, how many fucking women have daddy issues because their dad was a douche? What is up with fucking daddy and daughter dances? Stop that. Stop that. Stop it. Daddies and daughters never need dates. Mommies and daddies need dates. People think they're doing shit that ain't harmless, and it's just because it's cute and it has negative effects. When I was growing up, I never saw my parents as mom and dad. Caregiver, security provider. I learned how to emotionally support myself at a very young age, and I keep waiting for other people to learn how to, so maybe I can have conversations with them. And they just won't rise above it. So I live in an isolated world, and this Aries full moon is highly activating my chart, and I know the houses that are freaking just bling. I got my all day today I was hearing about how if you have anything in Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, or Libra in 6 degrees, that I'm gonna be in. I feel everything. I am one of those hyper sensitive clarinet. I'm one of all of them that people speak so highly of, yet speak to me, down to me, so freaking poorly. God, man, people. Unbelievable. Just so ugly. So ugly. So my rising is, I got in my first house, my Cancer, I got 6 degrees. Yeah, Cancer. That's where this full moon is hitting tomorrow, tonight. I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna eat an extra cookie and just freaking take a hot shower right before I go to bed. Get my body all loose. Go to bed. I don't. And people are so excited about the eclipse. And I hear them say the words, oh, they say it's not good to go out in eclipse energy. Yeah, they say it because it's fucking true. But hey, if you got tickets to sell and rooms, and merch to sell, and, far be it, I just remembered last weekend, I sent an email to the Parks and Recreation. I might have to go down there or call her tomorrow to book for my birthday party in the park. Halfway to a honey. Anybody wants to come? Halfway to a honey. I'm going to turn 50, so I'm just going to rent out the pavilion from 12 to 4. I'm gonna make an event. Anybody in the town wants to come, I'm going to get a bunch of desserts and pastries and just lay them all out. And I was going to have Allie's a la carte cater, but she was a douche to me too, so fuck her. I'll get a couple freaking loaves of bread, some Boar's freaking roast beef and turkey and ham and chicken or whatever. Throw some chicken, some steaks on the grill, We'll we'll just make it up as we go along. Yeah. I'm not inviting in the D-bags to my birthday party. And if they show up, I'll be like, why are you here? Why are you here? I'm sad my niece won't get to go. Because my brother's a douche. 1 out of 2 ain't bad, Ma. He never did her very many favors either. So, the control freak, man. I definitely know what the control. My dad used to do this thing that because I always I can't hold still. Everything hurts and stuff, ever since I was a little kid. So I move around and I'm trying this and I'm just like off in my own little world. So and when I was supposed to be, I guess, at attention, he would do this thing where he would dig his finger into my in here and pinch really hard. He would just go, it's hard, like really fucking hard, dude. Okay. Yes, sir. I'm obedient. I'll be obedient. I'll be a good little girl. You want me to stand like this? Can I stand over here if I just stand real still? Which is it? I gotta pee. But you told me to hold still, so I guess I'll just stand here and pee my pants. Because I'm confused. I don't know what to do. There's a lot of dickhole dads out there that aren't worth the fucking time and space on this planet. So excuse me when people are like, the divine masculine. I'll keep looking for you guys. Not really sure where you are, the ones that are standing up to do the masculine thing, protect the woman, feed the woman, shelter the, heck, if we're going to go back to freaking zero set, Let's get all dumb. My whole life, I lived in a world in my head where people would talk about how men did this and women did that. When I knew a lot of women did what the men did and a lot of vice versa going on. I never went by gender specifics. I always went by energy. Hated this shit. Hated it. How come I never got an Academy Award for just being a good sport, going along with all kinds of stuff that I was never comfortable doing? And then I reached a certain age, and something happened, and I started defending myself. And the men that I had to start defending myself were much bigger, and I started realizing that I can really take care of myself. And then I did put myself in positions where I would learn things. Like I went into the United States Air Force. I got trained to be a mechanic. And I didn't want to do that forever. So I played their stupid little game. Said, do what we tell you to do. And then they gave me this stupid little degree on the wall that isn't worth jack shit. I enlisted to get that because I didn't want a bunch of student loans. And then now the president's just going around. I fucking ruined my body, by the way, in that enlistment. My body is ruined. Changed my mind. It is so much harder for me. And so many others like me. You want us to keep the peace? You made us fucking freaks of nature. And you want us to forget. Have a fucking parade for that. So then you have dipshit fucking pervert presidents that, with this pervert junkie son, you know, that have their special dealings with people, you know, again, nothing to do with America. While America, what choices do they use? Like fucking Nebraska, they just posted the $450 million for a stadium. That's not even like rebuilding it. That's just like making the existing one top notch. The cracks of society are getting wild. So many states, states are like, oh my gosh, you know what? Whatever's coming is gonna come. There's gonna be more Philadelphia's, only it's gonna happen in more and more towns, and who's stopping them? Dude, the fucking police in Philadelphia are the biggest fucking jokes in the world, dude. That one guy, you know how they show like 4 or 5 different media clips and then that's all that they really show? The one with the security, the cops, that they're, first of all, put the fucking donut down, dude. Get some self-respect. Heal whatever it is that you need to fucking heal. Find some fitness and become fit again, because cops are fluffy. Cops are so fluffy now. Unless you got those roided out broys in selected cities, you know, but I have nothing but time to spin at the gym, and I do, you know, and my job is bleh. Just there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be really disappointed when they find out that if you get paid for any position that you do, whether it's, you know, a healer, or you're in rehab, you know, you house rehab people, or you get paid for like service work, and you're not doing service work in addition to getting paid for your, because that's a job, it don't count. That's not service. It's not living a restaurants. You're not living a life in service. You're getting paid a lot of money for, here in Taos, mediocre shit. Like meh, right? So that is not living a life in service. So what are people doing for service? They're going to find out really quick that they weren't. They weren't. So how's all that unconditional love on the earth going? How's it going? Everybody loving everybody unconditionally? I don't think I'll ever be able to do that. I'm going to have to probably reincarnate a time or two. I better hurry up and figure out how. How are you supposed to learn how to something to do when you ain't never gotten it? Like, it's like, oh, I can figure it out. I taught myself how to ride a bike. I can figure it out. I just want to meet whoever created me at the end of all this and be like, don't make me fucking do that. I want none of that shit. Don't put fucking Pisces men in my path. I was surrounded by Virgos. Thank God for the solace of my mom was Sagittarius and 5 planets. You know, and the Earth Angels. The Earth Angels. The people that God sent that aren't even directly in my life, but they're a part of my life. I was thinking today, I was like, you know what? Fuck Taos, man. They had an article earlier that they want to bring more like airplane. They want to bring more shit to Taos. Taos is already full. Dude, with Ski Valley, fucking tourists, oh my God, the whole mentality. Like, there's pockets, there's people with the mentality. That's what they do in life. There's people that need help all over the place that were born into environments that didn't give a shit about them. They're basically a misguided organisms, just lost in the planet, just like that's all they were, and then their parents didn't give a fuck about them anymore, so they don't know how to navigate through life. I know I was one of those. And then so try to figure out just how to be a decent person. You know how many people just don't? They just go down the alcohol, drug, freaking criminal, freaking, it doesn't matter the color of their skin, economic background, none of that shit matters, man. Anybody that is putting that, like, hey, look at all this authenticity. I don't look at people's authenticity. They're like, I don't do that. I look at people and how giving of their heart they are and their time and how generous they are. That's all I can see in people. And I see these puffy coat freaking numbheads with their driving their freaking little electric vehicles because everybody else is. That don't do nothing for the people that need things in this life. They just need someone to sit down and listen to them, man. Everybody is oh so busy in their own little clusters, their own little fucking hodgepodge of suck big red. You getting hungry, Ma? Tuna casserole? Sound good? Alright. Yeah. You like those lights, huh? I found my brother's practice wife on social media today. I haven't left a message. I thought about it. I never got to say goodbye to her because I was so loyal to my brother. I was so loyal. I've always been... See, people have taken advantage of my... Oh, Marge is so loyal, you can treat her like shit. Watch. People used to do that. Like, well, not treat... Maybe they wouldn't say that, but they would, like, have me perform. Like they'd get me all upset and stuff just to see how I'd react. I've heard people say, like... Well, I've heard that. Watch. Like, watch what happens, Like, I'd always get in trouble with my brother or with Mom because he would push my buttons and, like, he'd torment me. And I would ignore and ignore and ignore until I couldn't. I'd have to be, I was like, what kind of person doesn't stick up for themselves? That's what I got to the point of one time. Like, why do you let people, you know? And so I get raw, and people are like, oh my God, see, she's scary. Like, I am 5'3" 3/4. I would not say that I was a scary person. And I definitely do not have any kind of previous historical arrest record that would indicate so. I'll just say a few words that'll make you think about me and see my face periodically for the rest of your life and be on my way. Leave it to G.O.D. Mom taught me a long time ago, don't retaliate, Marge. You don't be spiteful. You can't, because the couple times that I tried to be, the instant karmic retribution was right there, and I was like, all right, universe, I see it. 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 I can't. That's not my role, because I am the fucking warrior. Because that is what people expect of me. Is to be so I'm supposed to learn in this course of life to not give people what they expect of me. It's hard. I guess there's a lot of people that because it's so hard for me to just, I believe in an all things possible multi-universe. So it's not the fact that I can't believe that these things exist, is that I can't believe with the free will that we have, that this is the way that people with their own free will choose to live their lives in such self-serving ways, just for them. It's everywhere. It's gross, man. Like, people don't recognize that karma is an actual thing. It's bizarre. Hey, PETA. Happy summer to you. You got spring coming, or you got spring now, but I saw you guys got a lot of fire down there in Australia. My app up just keeps popping up. Wildfire, landslides, wildfire, earthquake. There was a 6.0 earlier, I believe. Like, the whole Pacific Rim is just really activated right now. And I haven't listened to Ben Davidson. But, yeah, when we start getting cool, I think about you and Anastasia astrology. Because they're in Australia, so it's opposite. It's opposite season, so they're going to start coming into spring as we go into fall. So, I don't know. So far, we're just trying to live one day at a time over here, huh, Ma? Because I can feel the cold in my joints and stuff like that. I don't like it. It's alright. Everybody's happy, right? You happy? Healthy? Happy, healthy? It's just quiet where we are. But yeah, I started to talk about that is that they want to bring more cargo planes and stuff like that into. They want to develop this area, and it's not no. See, no. Okay. How about no? Instead of saying no, how about let me preface like that. First, decide if you want to keep it a cool, quaint little freaking place. Decide who you want to cater to. The freaking poor ass people that are all over this community, that their family's been here forever, or do you just want to fucking wipe them off the map like the rest of the natives, like the rest of the Indians? People don't realize that. What a short period of time it took the colonists with their bee mentality, their beehive mentality, to come to America, convince all their colony friends that the land needs to be theirs, and just, wipe everybody else off the map. And then still in 2023, you know, how many years has America not been in a war? Karma's fucking so real, dude. And we're coming into there's so many loose cannons all over the planet. So many in positions of power that are just nuttier than a fruitcake. Because people that have never been told no in their life and that just go around, you know, told like, oh, you're a great person, you're always making the right choice, you know, and they come up with like really stupid shit because they have money and they have power that people blow smoke up their ass. So you got all these fucking a-holes with smoke up their ass, right, that are dumber and freaking fruitier than because all the freaking coke and booze and all that man stuff, you know, all that no, it's not even man. It's all all the thing that people in power do. Do all the things that we tell them not to do. We're going to do whatever we want. Dude, hell's coming, dude. Hell on earth is coming. How it shows up in everybody's life is going to be different. Everybody's going to... Unless you lived a life you're in a different way. I'm not finding a whole lot of people that have lived their life in a different way. Even in all the places I've looked, in all the churches, in all the meetings in recovery, in all of the freaking government meetings, in all of the important court meetings, in hospital boardrooms, all over the place, I have been looking for these people. A splash here, splash there. And they say how many people are on the planet? I call horse shit. That's what I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.